Body language plays a huge role in romantic relationships. Whether you're just getting to know someone or have been together for years, sometimes words aren't enough to express how we feel, and that's when body language steps in. Your body speaks volumes, and it can tell a story that words might not be able to. Have you ever noticed how your partner's posture changes when they're excited to see you or how they lean in when you talk? Those little things tell you more than they realize, and they can even reveal things about your relationship that you may not have noticed before. So today we're going to dive into how you can read body language in romantic relationships, and maybe even learn something new about your own interactions. Let's start with the basics. Have you ever heard the phrase, actions speak louder than words? Well, this couldn't be more true when it comes to body language. Your body can give away your emotions before you even say a word. Sometimes you might be smiling on the outside, but your body language says something different, like crossing your arms, tapping your feet, or avoiding eye contact. These are subtle signs that something might be off, and if you pay attention to them, you can better understand what your partner is feeling. But body language isn't always negative. It can also show love and affection when someone is comfortable with you. Their body language will reflect that, like when they face you with their whole body or when they mirror your movements. It's a sign of connection, trust, and deep interest in you. Have you ever caught your partner making that small gesture of reaching for your hand? It's not just a random act. It's a physical sign of love, a simple but meaningful gesture that can mean a lot. The way your partner holds your hand, how they touch your arm or put their arm around you can all be a reflection of how they feel. If they're leaning in towards you, it shows they want to be close, physically and emotionally. A lot can be said with a simple touch. You don't need to speak for someone to know you care. You might notice that your partner's body language can change depending on the environment too. Maybe they stand tall when they're around their friends, but in private, they might relax and get closer to you. This change can be a sign of how they feel about their relationship with you. The more comfortable they are, the more open and relaxed their body language becomes. So how about when you're having a conversation? Do you ever feel like your partner isn't really listening but their words say otherwise? That's when body language can help you out. If they're not making eye contact or their body is turned away, it can mean they're not fully engaged in the conversation. But if they're leaning in, nodding, and maintaining eye contact, it's a sign that they're really listening and invested in what you have to say. Paying attention to these signals can tell you a lot about how they value your communication. Have you ever thought about how your body language affects the relationship too? Because let's not forget, you play a huge role in how your partner reads you. Maybe when you're upset, you might fold your arms, avoid eye contact, or sit further away. But those small changes could be making your partner feel like something's wrong. And in the same way, you can notice when your partner's body language shifts. It's important to be aware of how you're coming across as well. One thing you can look out for is posture. It's something you can see from a distance, and it says a lot about how someone feels about themselves in the relationship. If your partner stands tall, shoulders back and chest open, it can signal that they are confident, comfortable, and happy in the relationship. But if they slouch, avoid standing close to you, or shrink away, it could be a sign of insecurity, discomfort, or maybe even emotional distance. This is why posture is a key element in understanding body language. You may also notice that your partner's facial expressions can be a powerful indicator of what's really going on inside. Sometimes they might smile, but their eyes are telling a different story. Have you ever seen someone smile with their mouth, but their eyes stay cold or distant? That's what we call a fake smile. It's a sign that they're hiding their true feelings. Maybe they don't want to upset you or don't know how to express their emotions, so their facial expressions give away more than they intended. On the other hand, a genuine smile that reaches the eyes is a clear sign of happiness, joy, and comfort, and it's one of the most beautiful signs you can see in a healthy romantic relationship. Now let's talk about eye contact. This is one of the most intimate and powerful ways to connect with someone. Have you ever noticed how you can communicate so much just by looking at each other? Whether it's a quick glance or a lingering look, your eyes can tell your partner exactly how you feel. If your partner holds eye contact with you, it's a sign of confidence and emotional connection. But if they avoid eye contact, it might indicate nervousness, discomfort, or that they're hiding something. Learning to read this can help you know when your partner is being honest or maybe even when they need space. And while we're on the topic of space, personal space is another key part of body language. Have you ever felt your partner getting too close or maybe pulling away? This might not always be a bad thing. Sometimes people need space to recharge, or they may feel overwhelmed. So learning to respect each other's personal space is important in maintaining a healthy relationship. It shows that you understand and care about each other's needs, and you're willing to meet them where they're at. A person's body language can also tell you about their level of attraction and desire. Have you noticed how someone might subtly touch their lips or glance at your lips when they're around you? It's a classic sign that they're interested. The way someone looks at you can reveal how attracted they are. A lingering gaze or a playful touch can speak louder than words, and when you notice these signs, it's important to respond in a way that makes both of you feel comfortable. If you're open to it, you can show your partner that you're just as interested. So the next time you're in a conversation with your partner, pay attention to how their body moves, what their posture is like, and how they're expressing their feelings non-verbally. These small signs can give you valuable insight into how they're feeling, and can even help you understand your own feelings more clearly. Now that you know the basics of reading body language, think about how you can use this knowledge to improve your communication and your relationship. Remember, it's not just about what is being said, but how it's being said. And the more you tune into your partner's body language, the deeper your connection will become. And it works both ways. The more you're aware of your own body language, the more you can express your feelings in a way that makes your partner feel understood, cared for, and loved. As we wrap this up, remember that body language is just one tool in your communication toolbox. And while it's incredibly powerful, it's most effective when paired with honest, open conversations. So keep practicing, keep learning, and remember to trust your intuition. Because when you can truly understand the signals your partner is sending, you'll have a stronger, more connected relationship. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.